Hello world, double thumbs here. Every year a new iPhone comes out or a new Galaxy comes out claiming to be the best phone ever made. And the typical contract term in Canada for phones is 2 years, so I've been getting a new phone every 2 years, ending my last contract, moving on to my new contract. But with phones becoming more highly spec'd every year, my 2-year-old Galaxy S10 can run YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Chrome, and most other applications just fine. So do we need a new phone every 2 years? Let's go see if numbers can be trusted. And the first argument is that it works just fine. And the point is you don't fix what's not broken. And my 2-year-old Galaxy S10 is like a mini computer, and it has 8 gig RAM and it has a quad HD screen. So phones really have become like mini computers, and it can run most applications just fine. And 2 years ago, when I bought this, thought it was fast, and even now I think it's fast, and I've never thought, oh my god, this phone is too slow, or oh my god, this video is too blurry, the screen sucks. And to be honest, I don't game with my phone, so it might be different if you're a hardcore phone gamer. But personally, I just use this for emails, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. So for that purpose, this works just fine. It's actually very quick for what it is. And the reason I'm making this video is this, the LG G6 from 2017. And this is 4 years old now, and I don't use it anymore, obviously, because I have the S10, but it can still run Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and emails just fine. And I've never had any issues using this in my most recent trip to Korea in 2019. Wow, that's a long time ago. But yeah, it's fine. It can run every application fine. So I actually don't think I needed a new phone when I got this, and in hindsight. And if I lost this for whatever reason, I would be definitely fine using this for as long as it's functional. And the battery life might be the only thing that's a little bit questionable, but I think it's still usable at this rate, as long as, again, you're not a heavy user. And nowadays you can always plug it into your external charger, or a plug-in is everywhere you go. Moving on to the second topic, which is the money saved. So now let's talk some numbers. And assume that you're done your 2-year contract and you want a new phone. And there are two ways to approach this. You can either purchase the phone outright, pay full price for it, or you can get into a new 2-year contract and get part of that price subsidized. And with the Canadian carrier Koodo, if you want to buy the brand new Galaxy S21 outright, you do have to pay $13.40 for the phone. And if you decide to choose the 2-year contract option, you do save a little bit, about $210, because you have to pay $15 extra for 24 months, but you can buy the phone for $770. But the third option is just keep your old phone. That costs you $0. And if you think about it, if you go with the 2-year contract, you're spending $1,130 more over the period of 2 years, which is about $47 per month. And if you decide to buy the phone outright, then that's the full price, $13.40 over the 2 years, or about $55 per month. And yes, it's not a significantly large amount for something that you carry around with you every day and what could be considered the most important tech in your life. But personally speaking, if your old phone works just fine for what you need it for, is it worth spending the extra $45 to $50 per month just so that you can say, I have a new iPhone, or I have a new Galaxy? I don't think so. And the last point of using your old phone is that it gives you that flexibility of having no contracts. And yes, you can achieve that same freedom by paying $13.40 or $1,400 for your brand new phone, but you have the option of getting that same freedom for $0 extra. And that's important, because if you go into that 2-year contract again, at any point where you damage or make your phone useless by stepping on it or whatever, then you have to pay outright for a new phone, because you're still bound by that contract to stay with that carrier. But if you're not in any contract. You can always upgrade your phone whenever you want, and that's gonna be another video. I think you should always buy a phone that's about a year old, which is probably the best balance. Anyhow, that flexibility of having no contract is great, and you can achieve that for much significantly cheaper than buying a new phone outright, which I think is a huge benefit of using your old phone. That's saving $13.40. So in conclusion, you don't need a new phone every 2 years. I mean, the only time that you would need a new phone is if you're still using those Motorola Razrs or any kind of non-smartphones. If you're using any smartphones from 2017 and up, you don't need to replace it until it breaks and save yourself $1,000 over every 2 years. And I mean, yes, it does depend on your usage. If you're a heavy gamer or a heavy editor who depends on the smartphone's hardware quite a lot, then the extra $50 per month may be a worthy investment to people like yourself. But for someone like me who mainly uses their smartphones just for the messaging, YouTube, and light social media, I think using your phone into the ground, or not into the ground, but using it until it can't work anymore is a good way to save money where it's gonna not influence your life too much. What do you guys think? Is it usable, or should you get a new phone every 2 years? Let me know down below, and I hope this video was helpful, and if you did, give it a 1 thumbs up and consider subscribing to this channel, which is always appreciated. And until next time, bam!